Yeah, just as soon as you touch your lips, that nigga changes.
Trying to act the fool. He turned into the short nigga from the woods. Short nigga with the Jerry curl. Rolling liquor, the rolling actor.
Yeah, the actor.
He from Atlanta?
Came to Atlanta like 1 year.
No bullshit. Went to LA and got right. Yeah, he was trying to be humble before you whooped his ass.
Get all these Hirachis from? Why you got all the Hirachis, nigga?
That's it.
That's
What are you
it.
doing
More
in
than
public
Culture is the brand. This is the podcast. Come on, the Secret Genius.
Remo Ride.
Tyler Chronicles.
Ronnie Jordan.
Yes,
In the
indeed.
That was a good
building.
little round.
Hey, yeah, it didn't even sound like we
There you go.
started for real.
Got it worked out.
But let's go ahead and get started. You know how we always do it with the person that knows the guest the most does the introduction.
I don't know if you know it like it yours.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, brother. Since you claim.
No, I said the longest. I said the most. That's bad. I should have said the longest.
That's right.
Well, you got it?
All right.
I just met her today.
I was about to say, damn, right?
I mean,
What do you
It's like I didn't know y'all had history. Like,
Come on now.
fill me in?
Since my place, baby.
so it's dope because I actually heard about our guest before I actually met this young lady, and just I guess social media or whatnot. And she was a stylist at the time.
At the time.
For Ray Shrimmer. Ear drummers. Ear drummers.
Ray Shrimmer.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the beginning. Now fast forward to being in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Lemon pepper wet.
Come on.
Hey.
This the homie Travis and then her homie KP.
Okay.
And he's my homie too, but I don't really know him like that. But anyway, they do a once a month party in Los Angeles called Lemon Pepper Wet, where they play only Atlanta music
In
in
LA?
the middle of LA. Yes.
Hey.
Shout out
The first
to
joint
them
was
keeping the
first joint was
culture
downtown LA.
Yes, sir.
Traffic. Yeah. The other joint was I can't remember where it is, but they
It's at
moved
this
it.
place called Adults Only in West Hollywood.
Adults only, West Hollywood. Okay. The one I met you at, where was that though?
I think that was Adults Only.
Okay, so after that, they did it somewhere else. It was like a larger warehouse type of joint where drama came. But anyway, I'm in Los Angeles, been in there for a while, so I'm in my Los Angeles mode. I see this beautiful woman in the booth in the back with blue hair and a fucking snakeskin Python outfit. What? Rapping every single word to every Atlanta trap shit
So you
song that came
like,
on.
yo.
Did the room stop?
In Hollywood. No, nigga, I'm
unicorn
not
are
in
you?
LA. Don't nobody else notice this shit.
Your mind did
Oh,
like
yeah.
the sound cut off.
That shit was like,
Take my
she's fine too. So move forward into the night. I just go over there and talk to her, and we start talking. She's like, "Yeah, I'm actually from Atlanta, born and raised." We get talking. I'm like, "Damn, that's the person I know." I go on to
Born
find.
in DC though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was raised in Atlanta though.
Okay, so we learn something new every day. Raised in Atlanta, reps Atlanta mostly.
we
So
right.
that's what's most important. So
You hear that born and raised, it hit a little
Right,
different.
exactly.
It does.
Georgia
you
Baptist
tell an Atlanta
graded.
person
Yeah.
that now I'm looking like a
Like, what high
fraud. They gonna-
Right.
you know what?
What high feeling?
And if it
That
wasn't
was-
great,
What hospital?
That's a problem.
Well, no, it might be a problem if it is graded with yourself. There
you go,
secrets. But it's cool.
Everything else is straight.
Anyway, she's a business owner, a mogul, marketing, damn near college professor. Has a course that she's gonna talk about. Arthur.
what now?
Arthur.
Okay.
She got a homie named Arthur.
At the library.
Arthur and all around dope person. Y'all give it up for Olori Swank, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
That let me know I was talking too long when I say words wrong. Yeah, I get paid to talk. Anyway.
Welcome to the culture.
So what's happening?
Welcome.
nothing much. I'm in Atlanta now. I'm excited to be here. It's like my homecoming. Cause I've been in LA for the past almost 9 years. So
Wow. Talk about that. Talk about getting to LA. What went down with that and why? And the wins and
okay.
whys.
So let's go back to graduating from college.
Okay, talk about the college.
So I went to the University of Georgia in Athens. Go Dogs.
Hey.
Go Dogs. Red and black. And I'm something like a super nerd. So
Hey,
I
shut up.
basically went to school all 4 years, all year round, because I wanted to get multiple degrees in 4 years and not have to stay there longer. So when I graduated, I told myself I was going to take a year break before going to med school. I just wanted to move to Atlanta and turn up and hang out and have fun and take advantage of every summer that I never had. And when I moved,
I never had.
that's how I felt. So when I moved to Atlanta, I met the VP of A&R for Jive Records, and he asked me to style his artist.
Oh, wow.
At the time, I had no idea what a stylist was. I literally told him, I was like, I don't do hair. And he was like, nah, I need you to dress her. Just dress her how you dress.
Fly that he just randomly asked you with no styling experience to style his artist.
Pretty much.
Come on.
I mean, clothes have always been my thing. Even in school, my sociology professor, one of the final questions on our exam for extra credit was, who in this class is most likely to come to school with a full suit on and 6-inch heels? And it was me.
Okay.
Like every day, I'm talking about exam
A white person
day.
with a
Like
suit.
I'm.
Right. It's like, how dare you?
singled out.
How dare you?
That's dope, though.
I just always really been into fashion. I just didn't know you could do it as a job.
Right.
So
Who's the artist?
her name is Asia Cruz.
Okay.
She ended up maybe like a year later deciding she just wanted to be a normal teenager. She didn't want to do music anymore, which left me in a weird position because no.
16 and pregnant.
It left me in a weird position because here I am, somebody with no experience, no resume, still trying to figure it out now with no client. So it's like, okay, what do you do next? Like, how do you get clients? How do you have a business? So although the story sounds like it was a Cinderella story, it was still a struggle story. I had to figure it out. And nobody tells you, like, in the beginning while you're trying to figure it out that you're going to be broke as fuck.
Come on.
And not have nothing. The worst part about it is I was getting popular as I was broke as fuck.
Ain't that the weird shit?
Like,
They be looking for you to turn up. You be like, I got $7.
My turn up I
Right.
did yesterday. If you would have seen me yesterday, we would have turned.
I'm not coming out if it ain't free. Not that I'm bougie up.
Dang.
So I ended up just getting really depressed. Like, it was weird for me. At this time, Twitter was where it was at. Everybody was tweeting and stuff.
Right.
So girls will come up to me and they'll be like, oh my God, I follow you on Twitter. You're such an inspiration. And I'm like, I don't even have money to get home right now if this gas runs out. Like, what the fuck is so inspiring? And I got really depressed. So one day after I swear I was in bed for like 2 weeks. I did not even get up. Like, I literally watched the sun go down and up. And I was just like, I gotta move. I gotta leave. And I had one friend in LA and I called her. I hadn't even talked to her in a year. I called her and I was like, yo, can I come sleep on your couch? Because if I don't get out of here, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Right.
And she said, yeah, cool. So I took the last $300 I had in my bank account. I used 149 of it to buy a one-way ticket on AirTran.
That was a long time ago. You get
Right.
one way to LA.
AirTran, exactly. This was-
AirTran.
I was arrogant on air train.
AirTran was the shit.
Yes, they had that one-way fare for $149 from one coast to the other. I took advantage of it. And I landed in LA. I had only been to LA one time before that for like a day. I didn't even really know LA. Like,
Look at that.
I didn't have no clients. I didn't have no car. I didn't have a job. Uber
Hell
was not around yet. So
Taxi shop.
Taxi 45.
From LAX to anywhere.
I think when I landed, I had to take the super shuttle. Y'all know what that is?
Yeah.
Like 30, about 13, 14.
Yeah, I took that from the airport to my friend's
It's gonna take
apartment.
17 hours to get
Yeah.
though.
It is.
You landed
It took
Tuesday, got to the
all
apartment
day.
Thursday.
It took all day.
A super Uber pool.
But when I got to LA, I just kind of had to figure it out, and I let my hustle do the talking for me.
You got that Atlanta, you go ahead, talk.
Yeah, true story. And here we are today.
What you see it? Like, what was your first move? How did you make your first LA dollar?
She went out.
So my first thing that I did when I was here in Atlanta, I had started thrifting. So if you guys don't know what thrifting is, like, basically during this phase, girls would go to the Goodwill or like Value Village and all these other thrift stores, and they would find stuff for like $1, $2 and flip it. And so I had started doing that right before I left, which is probably how I got that $300 to begin with. And when I get to LA, I'm like, okay, if I could just find a Goodwill, you know, I can flip some things.
Right.
I get to Goodwill. The stuff that I'm used to seeing for $1 and $3 is like $30 and $40, and I'm like, right. So I'm like, I don't even sell this stuff for $40. Like there's no way, right? There's no way I'm gonna be able to flip this. So I discovered this other place called the Fashion District, where I saw there were a lot of clothes that I was used to seeing in the mall, but it was cheaper than what it was at home. So at home, the dress might be $60, but here it's $17.
You know, okay.
So I'm like, okay, cool. So I bought the $17 dress, took it home, took a picture of it on my iPhone, put it up online, sold it, went back, bought 2 more shirts.
Damn it.
And I kept doing that, and now it's a full online store, and we have a brick and mortar store downtown in Los Angeles.
Come on,
Shut your mouth.
Brick and mortar in 2019.
When you take your last,
Bro, if you go from online to brick and mortar in this era, you are selling shit. Okay?
Twitter boutique.
Nah, brick and mortar boutique. Y'all better stop calling her shit social media.
Nah, that's how it started though.
Yes. Like the crazy part is I wasn't even really doing a lot on Instagram at the time. I was just using Facebook. This was a time where Facebook would really just only let you change your status and make albums and stuff. So I would make albums of the new items and say, you know, if you want this, go here. And
Pioneer.
yeah.
No
here we
cap.
are.
Hey man, find a way,
That's
make
what
a
some of
way.
these rappers need to do. Y'all niggas need to flip dresses or something.
Stop rapping and flip these dresses.
Hey, blue face dresses.
Yo, I got the spaghetti straps. Know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Jody for real, goddamn.
Baby boy.
Baby boy.
Get your baby boy on out there, trap rappers that ain't gonna make it.
Hey, yo,
But hold on, so that was. I feel like maybe we jumped, or that got you to start styling with Ray Shrimp.
Well,
that kind of came after.
I
that.
was also trying to find new clients at the same time. Somewhere in there, I started working with Dawn Richard when she was still with Diddy Dirty Money.
Okay.
And then from there, I worked with some different NFL guys. And then one night, actually, let me back up. One day, I was at a sneaker store with one of my clients, and Keisha Cole was in there. And she comes in and she walks up to me and she's like, "What color is your hair?" And in my mind, I'm like, "Blue?" And I said it out loud. I'm like, "Blue? Like, what do you say to that? My hair is blue." It's
you know, you gotta know what color.
Right.
I was like,
98 different blues, but bitch is blue.
Shit, I'm colorblind, so if I ask you that, I'm looking for a legit color
Nipsey
answer.
Blue.
I was about to fucking say that, Ronnie. Good job.
But I just told her, I was like, "Blue," and she's like, "Oh, it's really cute. It's nice to see a dark-skinned girl with color hair." And she just she left it at that, and I left it at that. Like I left, and ironically, maybe like 3 days later, like 3 days later, she sends me a DM, and she's like,
Oh, wow.
I told you.
Dark skinned blue girl, blue hair.
First of all, y'all are a mess. What is wrong with y'all?
I told you.
I'm not gonna stop being culture guys.
Nah, fuck you mean, bro?
I always say
Hey, so you had Keisha
Damn,
Cole in the
but she did have
DM
to try to
quick,
find you, though,
3
like-
days.
I still to this day do not know how she figured out who I was.
Text her how
But
she
Right.
you want to know what's crazy though? I feel like if you were to Google dark skinned girl blue hair,
You in
I
there.
am going to pop up.
You in the images,
especially on
We're about
Pinterest.
to test that
11
theory.
years.
I got
You
Google.
been straight blue like
11
all the
years.
time.
Yo, let me tell you
11
something.
years.
She's
Consistent.
been blue, bro.
11
Who the
years.
first person you saw that saw you and you knew they saw you and then they popped up with blue hair? Cause this shit happens to me all the time. This nigga right here always.
Lil' Kim. I think of Lil' Kim.
Every time I
But
run
you know
Foxy.
what though? I want to say, like when I first, my blue hair actually started as an accident. I didn't want blue hair.
Oh, so you dyed your hair like purple and they
I
trying to
wanted
get
it
mine.
pink. I wanted it pink with
came
purple
out blue.
highlights, and the girl messed it up. I was devastated. I cried. Like
Yo, listen. Let your tragedies be
I
your
went in
champion.
there. I went in there for pink
You went in there
with
for
purple
pink.
highlights, and she messed it up so bad. Ended up blue.
It all turned blue.
Yeah,
Wow, and your life
I was
changed.
crying
Jesus
in that chair.
Christ.
Like I was
Shit,
miserable.
girl, look at the bright side. What side of town you
Nah,
from?
she was like,
Right side, you
she was like, oh my God, I'll fix it. I had a flight that I had to catch that day. And she was like, when you come back, I'll fix it like I promised.
I'm about to leave.
All right, so no, on some real shit. So when you left, was it like instant, like, oh my God?
Like from the time I walked out that hair salon till I landed in Orlando, and when I landed in Orlando, everybody was complimenting
They
me on my
thought you
hair.
was mascot.
They was
Boy,
like,
you stupid!
welcome to Orlando.
Secret got one. Come on. Oh my God, SeaWorld blue.
But yeah, I just decided to roll with it. Like, this is my thing. So it's been blue ever since. It's my trademark. It's how people know me.
Dang, that's
The
crazy.
Blue Bandit.
So did you hit her back up like, girl, I'm sorry?
Because I cussed you out a little bit.
The funny thing is, I never went back to her.
Oh, wow. Look at you. You supposed to give back by now, Oprah.
She wasn't gonna
But
be
she
able to
wanted-
do it again. It was an accident.
Right, exactly.
She
Like,
can't
No,
recreate
fuck
an
that.
accident.
Fuck that. You
crazy
supposed to-
part is, like, maybe like 5 years after that, I was hosting an event for, I want to say, like, it was some big hair company.
Yeah.
And she came to the event. I didn't even recognize her. She was like, "Oh, you remember me, Regina?" And I'm just like,
Remember when I fucked you up a little bit?
she's like, "I did your hair that time it turned blue." I gave her the biggest hug. I'm like, "Yo, you don't know what you did.
Wow.
Like
Yeah,
you
changed my life.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Regina's
I
lit.
I should have copywritten your hair.
Right.
Since you got down
So
brick and mortar and
we
shit.
segue from the Keisha Cole DM though.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool. So she DMs me.
Try to fuck.
She DMs me and
They
she
got his
asks
hat
me,
back today.
she says, "I'm doing 106 in Park on Wednesday. Will you style me?" And I'm
the
just
fuck
like,
A whole national TV like that?
"Sure, of course."
Was it Bow Wow
See
106
you
or
tomorrow.
Terrence?
Who was there?
It had to be Bow Wow.
Very important.
I
question.
don't-
Very important.
It had to be Bow
Because that lets you know how big the show was.
I don't remember.
It's probably Terrence with Keisha Cole.
But we did 106 in Park a few times after that because after
stunt,
that,
don't
she
stunt.
brought me on to be her stylist, like full on. I was traveling with her. I was going on tour with her.
Nice.
This was like towards the end of her reality show. So
That was
style Frankie at
early.
all?
Oh man.
no.
Frankie, you stupid.
Did you style Frankie at all? Man down, I hate these pants.
Oh my God!
Oh, I got a
love
homework
y'all.
assignment for you too.
What is it?
Text Keisha Cole and ask her how she found you on the DM.
I should ask.
Yeah, you definitely got to ask her.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did you Google black girl, dark skin girl with
I mean, now a million girls probably come up, but who's in there?
I ain't want to even say.
Oh, all right.
I was like,
Cause I could have lied. Well,
Hey, put in that black girl.
oh,
not that
oh man.
That's original. That makes
black girl.
the
That black girl.
bring that original
That one black
to the
girl
surface.
Yeah, oh no, yeah, that one. I'm
That
telling you,
one black
that
girl.
one is gonna get us
That
in
one-
there.
One black girl with blue hair.
So we gotta
Watch
hit
the
Keisha
Ebony
up
Queen
and
pop
find
up.
out. So you went from styling
So
Keisha Cole
styling
to who was
her
next?
to just doing a slew of people.
Okay, nice.
I mean, let's see who all I've styled.
Do they get you at parties or like is it recommendations?
Well, it turns into referral, or it turns into them seeing somebody else that they liked and figuring out who styled that look, and then them reaching out to you. So, Angela Simmons, Tyrese, Jeezy.
I was about to ask a question that I should not.
You was about to say, what type of shirts Tyrese be wearing?
Exactly not.
Childish Gambino. Childish Gambino, Schremer. And I'm like, I don't
Childish
know.
Gambino, boy. All you gotta do
I
is
was
give him
gonna
some
ask
slacks,
what
ain't it?
Yeah,
size
do you know that
is
one
Angela's
year
waist?
he literally told me that he wants to wear the same shirt and the same pants for
In
a
different
year.
colors.
And like it got so crazy, his fans created a forum to figure out if it was actually the same shirt or multiples of
This
the
is
shirt.
Childish
They-
Gambino.
He did it.
yes.
Who is this?
No, you did it.
Well, yeah.
You picked out the shirt and pants.
Who is this?
At
then
this
at
point,
that
I don't even
point-
really want to say because it's like an urban myth
Oh, it's
that
an urban
looks
myth,
like.
damn.
Okay, keep the
Yeah.
What?
Protect the client.
But as a stylist, you do that, and then what? You don't hit back. You done for the year?
Just gotta check for holes.
I got you 78 whites.
It made my life a lot easier.
It was the
Put
same
that
color
way.
and everything, or the same
Literally,
style?
I got
it was the
That's
same.
some
The
Simon.
same shirt, the same pants.
That's just some Simon
Just
Cowell
check it
shit.
in like, yo, Don.
See, I don't typically do the
You
whole
good?
buy, take things back.
That's
stuff.
Simon
And then,
Cowell.
like a lot of designers will give
Black
us
shirt,
things,
black
so
No, but
I ain't have to worry about that
same
part.
One though, it wasn't like multiple.
It was actually a Xanarobe t-shirt and some harem pants, the drop crotch harem pants.
Yeah, we don't know what that is.
Signature pants.
Yeah, I don't.
There's a lot of
But
people
that look
about
like
to
that
Google
look like
the fuck
how
out
he be
that
dressing
shit.
though. Whatever you just said look like how Donald Glover be
He
dressing.
looked like a
It was
drop
large.
crotch ass.
Look, you sound just like his fans. Like when I tell you they literally used to hit me up, they had questions.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
It was crazy. It became its own thing. Like,
Did you know him when you all were in Atlanta before you
No.
started? Okay. Cool.
It's Donald Glover.
Is he weird?
You see how we figured that out?
Or is
He
he just hilarious?
is-
Like, is he a comedian for like?
He from the
you know,
east side.
comedians act off stage.
He's just very, very smart. Like
He is.
he is
That's obvious.
incredibly smart. It makes like he's
makes you
a
mad.
genius.
It makes
Like,
you mad.
Why are you
It's
so
like,
smart?
dog, chill.
Why you can do
And
everything?
he has very like intellectual conversations. Everything he talks about is like super deep. Like
Right.
he just sounds like somebody that just smoked a whole lot of weed, even
Yeah.
when he's not high, and he's just thinking all these philosophical things. It's like, how do you come up with this stuff? But he's brilliant.
That's dope. That's dope.
That's awesome.
So look, so like the fashion now is like we're older guys. We're in our 30s, so Remo's not. His
Speak
wardrobe
for
is-
yourself,
his
bro.
wardrobe
His wardrobe isn't in his 30s.
Hey, my patches speak for themselves, baby.
But like the shift in the whole fashion game. Could you talk about the man purse and like, cause I see older dudes trying to wear
That shit old. That's 80s,
My
bro.
dad used to have like a pouch, but he didn't wear it on the pouch because
Niggas used to wear biking shorts.
He got a big ass wallet, but like now it's the outfit. Like,
Billfold.
I mean, to be honest, I feel like we're in this era of just insanely creative expression, and everybody wants to be so creative that they just try to think of the weirdest thing they can do to get
Yeah.
people to talk. And then when one person does it, the rest follow to try to keep suit. So it's weird. It's different.
That's what they're doing
think
right
now. Can I give-
everybody's
Trying to be
yeah,
wild.
it's like they're
It's
trying
like
to out
Andre 3000.
weird each other.
Can I give you my opinion?
Go ahead.
I think we're influenced now by African style, like the continent of Africa, like South Africa, like, you know what I'm saying? Like all of those different Africas.
I'm about to say like what? Is that the only African
That's all I have to
country,
know.
you know? So the entire continent of Africa.
Wakanda.
I heard that Donald Glover comment.
I think Wakanda, Africa.
He was trying to go.
West Africa.
What do you mean?
East
What do you
Africa.
mean?
All the Africans.
North Africa.
Like what type of clothes?
So like you seeing a lot of you're seeing a lot of tailor. Well, we've been seeing a lot of tailored stuff. We've seen a lot of plaid.
European,
We're
you
seeing a
mean?
lot of solid block colors.
A lot of 70s
We're seeing a lot of
stuff.
and that's their shit. If you look at the Congo, if you look at certain places in Africa, they are like. I'm seeing a lot of and
Africans
we
be
hip-hopped
dressing
it.
their ass
They be
off. This
dressing their
comes from
ass off,
somebody
my
who
nigga.
is African.
And then they
So-
hip hop the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we've hip hopped it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But I feel like we are now in the era of really showing love to the African style of dress.
I think the
You know what
Wakanda effect definitely
It just
plays a
hit
little
us.
bit in everything. People are moving more towards black excellence now than black ratchetness, although we still have that cucumber shit that's going down.
Why do the girls hate the cucumber?
First of all,
Shit.
listen,
Embrace.
I heard something. Somebody said earlier today, like, all y'all girls are going to go suck on these cucumbers in the produce section. Meanwhile, you bitches don't eat vegetables.
Right.
Like,
Cut it up.
Point.
Cash all said that. I heard
yes. Like, it's like, y'all don't even
Ain't
eat
had a
vegetables.
salad in
Make a
4 years
salad.
And
and
then you
ain't
put it
changed
back.
your oil.
And they change
Like,
your oil.
at
Girls
least
hate
buy
changing
the
their oil.
cucumber.
At least by
They just
they
in
doing
the
that
store?
shit in the store. Oh, I ain't seen that part.
In the store.
In the
Oh,
Wait for the sprinklers.
See, we ain't keep up that much. Yeah, that's ridiculous,
That's
y'all.
ridiculous. That's what I'm
Exactly.
mad
The one,
now.
the one picture I saw, the girl was in a car, so that's
That's the
right.
only-
That
I've
was
only
the
seen
one, and
the
it should have
one.
stopped there. They're
Yeah.
doing it at like concerts
now y'all bullshit.
They're pulling out cucumbers
and the-
at concerts.
Well, I don't care where you do it, but
one
doing
girl
it in
brought
the
an
store is ridiculous.
eggplant.
Whoa.
Yeah, right.
What's her
All right,
Instagram?
hold on.
Yeah, I was about to say, goddamn, it ain't no way you
I'm about to show you the
She's-
video.
give head to an
Tag me on that
eggplant.
I don't want to see it now. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
I see it.
I don't want to see it now.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Oh, nah.
Hold on, she got a whole eggplant. A whole
What? Oh, so this is the club?
This is at a concert.
Wow.
Why somebody put Big Brothers Big Sisters logo at the top?
It's like 7 different girls with different vegetables they're shoving in their lips.
How did they get in the club? Did you like bring an eggplant or cucumber?
Yeah,
and get in
you
the
gotta
club
pat
free?
yourself down to get in the club.
Like you can't.
you shouldn't be able to bring that in the club.
And then when you get with a dude after concert, you can't hit him with the. You better respect me. I'm a black
That's
queen.
what I'm saying.
Respect is out the window.
What about that combo?
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that.
What about that combo talk?
I didn't know that was what the challenge turned into. I just caught it at the
Absurd.
beginning with the girl in the car.
Right, the one
And
in
then
the
the focus went to YF and
Trouble
Lucci.
from Duct Tape made that up. Like, he was like, "Why y'all man with them folk, man? Let them folk do what they gonna do.
Let them suck on their
Let
vegetables.
them do this salt challenge. Yeah,
But and not in the store, Trouble. God damn.
In the stores a lot.
What's the name
Oh,
of the
it
song?
was?
Oh, they were sucking it to the songs. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, he lit then.
Yeah, I understand now.
Right, let
Oh,
them do what they
shit.
do. That's what I would say.
Now you can't have a song without a challenge.
But I mean,
Everybody wants something to go viral.
Yeah, you got to though. That's how you
fellatio
push.
videos have been going on. Like, Jill Scott just had a crazy roar. The girl before that had the grapefruit on the dick. And like, it happens every now and then.
That should be capped too.
Well, the grapefruit girl, she's a teacher.
She does.
She's an
You sound like
instructor.
you said that from personal experience.
He said it'd be capped.
That shit came from his soul.
If you doing that to a nigga, you gotta do it on camera or with a
Talk about it,
Come
Reverend.
on now.
You doing that?
I mean, I would like to see her do it when it's actually attached to something.
There you go.
That's what I'm
There
saying.
you
Like,
go.
You can't just
Go ahead
Get
and
your rent money.
Go ahead and get your premium channel.
Get your son them shoes. Let's see what's up.
Right, get your premium snap hat.
Fuck you talking about?
How you feel?
How you feeling?
I got $3 a month
Get
on.
yourself some shoes.
You come on video.
Yeah, it's too much. We're not
Yo,
taking you
girls,
serious.
like real respectable women are appalled about that cucumber video,
Yes.
dog.
Because the respectable ones be doing it like that, but nobody knows it.
My mom was like, "Have you seen this little bitch?"
Your
Yeah,
mom.
your mama did not say that, bruh.
Frida did was like, "Look, this little bitch."
Yeah, Frida did not say bitch, first of all.
I said helpful.
This little helpful.
Man, that's
All right,
stupid.
so what part of Africa are you from?
Nigerian.
Ooh, shit.
Have you ever styled
Big
young
flyers.
girls?
No.
Is that one of the dreams?
Figure out for him.
You stupid, Balenciaga.
He wears
Something
extravagant shit. Like,
Yeah.
with
some
him,
dope-ass
I
shit,
would
though.
probably give him
Jersey
something
dread.
from Jean-Baptiste Valley. Very
Ooh.
big with tulle, pink.
With
Like
tulle.
if he gonna go there, let him go
I
there.
don't know what the fuck that
What
is.
is Tool?
It's
Please
like that
educate us.
Fluffy.
Yeah.
I would have to show it to you. It's
Yeah,
very
I'm-
like whimsical and fairy
Yeah,
tale.
I'm sure I wouldn't wear
Nas X came out
no
today?
tool.
Oh
the
yeah,
other day.
everybody's. It was yesterday.
But like, what was it a surprise? He was like with no shirt and a cowboy outfit on.
Oh, I didn't think he was.
Like he came out like his album.
Not
It was
gay.
in the song. Yeah.
No, he came out.
Like he did a
The
post
closet.
yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Something.
Yeah, he was like, I thought people been knowing, but I guess I gotta like make a real announcement
Yeah.
about it.
Do you think that fashion from the country culture would cross over?
Country.
Cowboy hat.
I mean,
Cowboy
people
hats.
been doing cowboy hats and cowboy boots. Like everything fashion
belt
is
buckles.
cyclical.
Yeah,
cyclical.
Cyclical,
Like
you
it,
did- you had
right.
it right
Like
this
it
time.
comes and goes, and I
Yeah.
mean, people been wearing cowboy boots and hats.
So
So
what do you think is coming back next? You know what I mean? Because the people
Predict
dress like
the
punk
future for
rockers
us.
and all this, like baggy clothes.
He's coming back. I think.
You said big jeans.
man, you know what though?
Big
Not even to be
clothes.
funny. I've been trying to find me some Avizu jeans.
Avizu.
I want.
These
I'm
ain't-
so
you don't
mad
get your
that I
Mob
got
Deep looking
Avizu.
ass.
Like, I want them
Avizu.
back so bad.
2 Chainz had them on while I'm out.
So I saw
For
Two
real?
Chainz did have on some
And,
Avizu.
he got some Avizus like thrifting,
Damn, I got
but he
some,
went
for
in
real
and
though.
cut them like so he could fit, and I was like, oh, the bitch.
Did you go on
I want
eBay?
some, so I need to.
Yeah, eBay probably
They
got
come in
it.
like a
On some real shit though, that's the secret. Finding you some shit and then tailoring them to
To
yourself.
fit you.
Is
Yeah.
Rockaway coming back?
I heard Big Clothes is trying to make a comeback. Like they was out in
Bro,
fashion.
Bro, Jaden
with,
Smith bought all the big
and
jeans.
shit. Huh?
Who did?
Jaden Smith,
He wears big jeans.
Yeah,
he's
he
very
does.
baggy right now.
He wears those skateboarder nigga jeans.
Like what? The Jenko
With-
jeans?
Yeah,
Y'all
the ones
remember
with they
those?
get dirty at the
Same
bottom.
clown posse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Insane.
You think bell bottoms will come back for women?
Bell bottoms are actually back
they're back.
right
They back
now.
now.
That's what old girl had.
Are you serious?
I am very serious.
Like so, like tight and then.
Yes,
Crystal
Bell
had
bottoms.
them on
They are
Saturday.
literally back right now.
Crystal had them on.
Crystal had them on Saturday.
Oh, dope.
They're a
Not
thing
for
now.
men, Remo. Don't go buy no.
I'll get some platforms on y'all niggas tomorrow. Nigga,
Ooh,
you
turn
talking
up.
about?
You will.
So you
What about boot cut? Remo got some boot cut jeans. He trying to pull back.
It seems like Remo has a lot going on.
Yeah. Hey, we've been. Ooh, let's do it. Let's do it.
Uh-oh.
Let's
What we
do
doing?
it.
I don't know what you're talking
like
about.
So what's her name from on Wildin' Out? The stylist that we had here.
L.
Oh,
L.
hell yeah.
L. So we're doing it. Everybody talks about my busy jeans. Like my jeans ain't shit.
He got them on.
These some Jimmy Jazz exclusives.
He like busy today.
Those
Yeah,
the-
it's-
Right, busy
Yeah,
nigga
get
got
that.
every
That's the
patch,
Patch Adams.
every
You got the
from
Patch
every
Adams on.
Boy Scout meeting ever.
Yeah.
Context, though, he had a two-way pager before. That's
So what you trying to say?
You old?
how old we are.
All right, so
We had meetings before.
it's can you what is it, Faith? Can you give me some busy jeans? What was the thing we were trying to do with L? Like style me for $100.
Busy jean. Oh, okay. $100.
What can you do for $100?
See, I've always been a big believer that the amount that you spend doesn't determine your style. Because somebody can spend $100 and look fly as hell and stand next to somebody that spent $100,000 on their outfit and they look like shit.
And that's the
I've
challenge.
seen it all the time.
Right.
So I don't think, how much you spend on your look is necessarily what determines if it's fresh or not.
So let's say $50.
Let's
save
say
us some
Western
money.
Mall.
I mean,
Do you
I
like his
think,
jeans, first of all? Stand up, let us see them jeans.
Stand up.
Let us see those.
These are the Jimmy Jazz Patch Adams
Jimmy
edition.
Jazz, knee out on the right, knee green on the left. Hella
We've got a
patches.
cheetah.
Just like
Patch.
Jim Lattimore on the shot.
We've got some type of regal royalty
Right.
patch there
He's like an undercover cop.
That's when you
Y'all
want to
get
be
on my
fly in the Old
nerves.
Town Road.
on the old town.
I'm not mad
road.
at the jeans.
You're
However,
not.
I would have chosen a shirt that didn't have anything going on.
That's what I was gonna do, but I was like,
He was rushing.
Yeah.
So it's too busy. It's busy,
too busy right
on
now?
Busy.
Busy with- let's
You either
see
need a
that
busy
phone
top or a busy bottom.
Yeah.
Whoa, bro.
Don't
I don't
ever
need
come in here
you
with
to
a busy
say
bottom.
that. Please, Queen. Please, Queen, speak. Don't ever say I need a busy
The
bottom.
name of this episode is Busy Bottom.
Busy bottom.
Y'all are so
Bottom with
reckless.
Olori Swank.
You see how they do me, baby? You see how they do
Turn
me?
up.
God damn
take
it.
What type of
this
shirt
from them?
then?
My girl.
I mean, he could have done a plain T-shirt,
Oh,
like
just
a
white
plain
tee?
white
Alright.
shirt,
I don't
a plain
think he
black
owns one
shirt.
of
You
those.
had any challenges style?
Have we ever seen Remo
All
in
the
a
time.
solid colored T-shirt?
Nah, it had a little brown on the collar.
That's when I work out. Work
Big
out like keep it
people I
solid.
styled. Big Bang Black.
Big Bang Black.
Bang, be fresh. though.
Duct tape. You mentioned duct tape. Yeah, he's one of the freshest.
Yeah.
A lot of money. So I'm putting a lot of money in the back of a truck.
No cap.
No cap.
So do you think it,
Oh, hold on. I had something.
Go ahead, no,
on the
go
other
go
side
ahead.
of that question. Is there
Okay.
anyone that you see and you're like, ooh, I need to help them. I need to style.
That's a good question.
You took a look at this room, didn't you? Like,
I'm in famous, but
That
this room
champion
is fine.
shirt can go.
yo, how you gonna get?
Not necessarily. I mean, I feel like I like the clients that seek me, honestly,
Okay.
because they already appreciate what
Well,
they're
not like you go out and get them. It's just like it go past your mind. You see somebody on TV on the video or something. You're like, oh, nah, I would.
I mean, nobody comes to mind right now,
Okay.
but I can't lie and say it doesn't happen.
I'm sure.
Especially watching like the ESPYs. Football players can't dress for shit.
Come on now, talk about it.
Yeah,
That's just
all the
like, yo,
athletes,
what you
goddamn.
got on?
Nah, I
Short
think
sets.
basketball
Yeah.
players historically have been the cooler athletes.
They have,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
a lot of it has to do with the fact that in their rookie year and when they're first coming in, they hook them up with stylists.
Right.
So
Yeah, the NBA has a dress code.
yeah, like they help them out. Football players
And football
don't really
players
be caring
insecure
about
'cause you can't see
that.
their face.
Exactly, that
Even
helmet
though
syndrome is so
what
real.
I said was
Is
in
it
no
real?
way supportive.
And also,
It's so
it's a
real.
rough body type.
It is a rough body.
It's
type.
hard to get dressed when you
I feel like I want
to
to pause that. Like that just did not sound right.
It's a rough body type. If she pauses
I
it,
have that body type.
hey,
That's why I'm
if she
saying.
pauses it, it's a pause worthy.
Wait a minute.
Pause
And this is a pause friendly environment. You don't have to introduce your pauses. You can just throw them out
Just
there.
said pause. We'd have ran out of here.
It's like I think you should pause.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
she's a
very
stylist.
polite, and I appreciate it because you know what I mean. Check this out. I'm saying rough
I would
body
pause
type to wear clothes.
Don't ever he said it again.
Rough body type. like a fucking football player that's hard. I wear Nike
Tell them what you
shoes.
say on stage.
Yeah. Well, how are you? How do you describe how you usually build? I mean,
Like
how do
a
you
bad
use?
bitch.
Yeah, that's what it usually.
Like a bad bitch.
Is that pause worthy? Is it double pause?
I've never heard him say he's built like a football player. That's the first time I heard
Because
that.
it's funnier to say bad bitch on stage.
Oh my God. Okay, so thick thighs.
I got a small
smaller
waist and
waist.
thick thighs.
Oh God!
Yeah, I do.
Real bad bitch to give a fuck about a nigga.
Nah, I'm shaped way better than City
my
Girls.
God.
Just so you know, my
You
nigga.
were way
Tyler
back.
is not shaped like a city girl. For the record, he's shaped like a bad bitch.
Because I can't wear the jeans because you put a belt on and you got the bad bitch
Yes.
V in the back.
Like 7 women in production just looking at Tyler like they can girls like this. I was like, I feel like these.
So what do you suggest? So what do you suggest since you did style football players? What do you suggest for somebody in that?
Tailoring. That's what it boils down to. You got to have a really, really good tailor. Get all your clothes altered.
Oh, okay, I ain't doing
Period.
I get all my
Money,
Man, I mean,
nigga.
you
Period.
that. Get some
Spin
things,
that bread.
some things
Period.
are altered, but I won't get. All right, cool.
I mean, you got money now,
Shout out
nigga.
to Nike, man. Y'all
you're
are
built
very
like
supportive.
a bad bitch thing.
Yeah, it happens. It's a joke. I stay on stage.
Funny.
But like, yeah, I'm
That
a
nigga
I'm a-
snap.
I mean, I get
What
it.
the fuck?
I get it.
I'm a
Thick
20.
thighs,
I'm a
small waist.
28 waist.
Lord have mercy. Boy, if you know your waist
I am,
like
nigga.
that.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I mean, I don't wear. I wouldn't
You
buy.
said that
I
like
wouldn't
you
buy a
don't know
size
the size of
28
your
jeans,
waist,
but
Yeah.
No. I know what size jeans I like to buy.
Oh,
I don't know my actual waist.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
what size jeans I like to buy.
I get physicals. Like, yeah, you gotta go ahead to the doctor. One time.
physicals.
Nah, go ahead to the doctor a couple times.
I've been to the doctor. I got insurance.
Okay.
Yeah, you talking about, boy?
yeah, bro. He got offended. That's offended Remo.
Oh yeah, you even gotta get a physical. Go to a tailor. A tailor can measure your waist.
He auditioned for him, but he didn't know the man at first.
That's a little. Shut your
That
ass.
sounds pause-worthy too, unless you explain all the shit.
Right, he auditioned for him and he.
He ain't let him
The
in.
improv group way back in the day.
Yeah, they had a whole casting room couch situation.
Oh, wait a minute.
Jesus.
Yo,
Off the rails.
what happened to this episode? Okay, let's go back.
They had an improv group. They were-
Lord have mercy.
They auditioned. I auditioned,
making it worse.
and I didn't make it the first time. but I did second time.
Remo didn't let him in.
That is not, yo.
Yeah,
All
He
right.
ain't believe my
I
phone.
was there
Back
too.
to the queen.
Here. So we talked about style a lot, but then you ended up transitioning your career and
Yeah.
life.
Because we saw a
Talk
dope
about
video by
I mean-
Cutlass.
What?
That. Oh, they're talking about your video.
Oh, you talking about my
Yeah, let's talk about
my
that real quick. That shit was
homecoming
so
video.
fly.
That shit
And
was
this is
fly
in
as
Atlanta.
fuck.
You know
It
what I mean?
is.
Atlanta-centric show.
Period.
Ah, you see how she turned up? You see how she turned up? Like, hold on.
gotta-
Artist mode,
You
bitch.
gotta turn the head to the side.
Tell them about it.
All right, so I've been gone from Atlanta for such a long time.
Yeah.
And I feel like even though I'm splitting my time now between Atlanta and LA, it's still like a homecoming for me. And I wanted some kind of announcement that I'm back. And I don't usually do things regular. I'm the queen of extra.
Hey, that me?
I'd much rather be
I'm a
extra
king,
than
though.
insufficient is what I say. So
Damn, I want to
me-
take that. I'm gonna let you have it.
Your outfit already
She don't gotta
said
do
it.
no cucumber challenge.
It's like 2 weeks on Remo, so I've been acting. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, ah.
That matches your outfit too.
oh my God.
Like rather be extra.
Girl with 4 years in college.
I'd rather have 75 patches than no patches.
Period.
What is wrong with y'all? Oh my God.
It's this Jack, man. Go ahead. We usually be high and nobody asks.
I see. Everybody's
Let y'all know.
different
Nigga,
today.
you ain't even drinking, but you still off the rail too, though, boy.
I am off the rails.
Alcohol podcast.
This is fun.
Yeah,
Fun.
this
Sober
is
pod.
this is a more than culture
podcast.
experience.
Sober pod for me.
It's like we're doing a podcast on a plane.
Oh, that would be lit though.
Plane cast.
That would be lit.
Private jets.
We're gonna do it. They got an airport in Athens.
Yeah, well, how much is it an hour?
That'd be lit.
How much it costs?
It don't matter. We got a brick and mortar store that's gonna pay for all this shit. You
Right.
feel me?
Hey, period.
So you don't do anything extra, and you came out with this announcement. You're back in Atlanta.
Yes, so I wanted to shoot what I was calling my homecoming video, and I wanted it to be Atlanta as fuck. So everything about the video is very.
The nigga talked to his best friend.
So it's very Atlanta. Like I was like, if I were to really embody every part of Atlanta that I loved, more specifically the culture, because I feel like you can't get that anywhere, what would it feel like? So I told myself, let me get some of my friends, let's get fly as hell, and let's do some real ratchet shit. So we hopped into old school. We have some scenes that we did at the gas station. We go to Waffle House. We pop
It's
bottles
not just an old
in
school.
the
I'm
Waffle
sorry, I had to
House.
stop
It's
you.
a beautiful 72 color.
76.
It's
It's a Chevy
With the
Laguna.
buttons on it. Ooh.
She still got cocaine in the seat.
Is that
Probably.
26s?
Yes.
26s on
Yes.
that thing.
I'm actually about to sell it, maybe.
Oh, that's you?
It's blue, nigga.
Perhaps. Still up for debate.
for a long
Miss ain't got the goddamn bang.
Hey.
You feel?
She turned that 300 in the goddamn. Come on.
Hey, listen, you were looking at and listening to somebody
Pull up in the 76,
$300
on sixes.
She pull up on your last time I
76 on
checked. That was a
sixes.
man on these streets.
Yes,
Nah,
sir.
I can't date her.
Right, I can't fucking dance.
Probably playing Pastor Troy or something,
We had Pastor on here. We got him very high.
Y'all did?
Yeah. Pastor
Y'all
Charles
want to hear
out
a
here.
funny story about my...
Yes,
Okay, so...
That's what we're here for.
When I was in... This was probably like senior year, 11th grade, high school.
What high school you graduated from?
Well, I went to Eagles Landing in the suburbs.
I graduated from Stockbridge.
Southwest
We-
Wow.
So we
East
all in the same.
Right.
Don't like to
Goofy-ass
say our
boat.
high school boat.
Well, I want to say like it was either 11th grade or 12th grade. My mom started going to this new church.
Amen.
And at this church, they were very like, oh, our kids can't listen to certain types of music, and like them type
church,
churches.
right, yeah.
So she comes home and all of a sudden she got a problem with everything we like, including the music. So I told her, I said, well, I'll just listen to Pastor Troy then, since he's a I had my mom buying me every Pastor Troy CD because she really thought.
With the cover, when the cover kind of like,
shit.
I was like, he's a pastor. Like,
Right.
He had
She walked
fire
by your
behind,
door and she hear what? Well, You're like, yeah, that's right.
TSGB.
Well, praise him. Well,
Every word they have.
man, like, every time that song comes on, I swear nobody can tell me I'm not Rhonda.
Everybody's
Oh my
We are all Rhonda when that song
in my
comes on.
school and everybody wants to be Rhonda.
Have you met Pastor Troy? Have you styled him before?
No, I've never styled him. We're not gonna do Pastor Troy like that.
Nah, we hit him up when he was here. That's our homie, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never styled him. I don't think I've ever met him.
Oh, we gotta hook that up.
Oh, you never walked down Peter Street before?
Shut your ass up, secret.
Nah, that's real. He be out at Peter Street all the time.
I thought he
Every
owned
time I drive down Peter Street, I see Pastor
there?
Troy.
Nah, he lives off Peter Street somewhere.
That nigga Ronnie died.
He be walking to go get shit to eat. We had a bunch of comedy shows. He'll come to
Every
pull up
time
to
he crossed the
comedy
street,
show.
he be like, "Well,
Well,
everybody stop!" I swear. to
12
God.
out here. When you, hey, ain't that man on my Peter Street. What's up with you?
With the belt,
With the belt.
With the belt.
I'm the champ.
With the belt.
Tell me that.
Georgia.
Oh my God, y'all are a mess.
PGA, bro.
I know.
Man, we love that nigga
He used
more
to
than
come
you
to
love
all
that
of our
nigga.
G days and all of that.
Coach, this truck walked straight in the stadium to
In the locker room.
In the field.
No problem.
Hilarious.
He be on the field.
No cap.
So what's next for the Queen?
Everything.
Reality show.
Oh, yeah, so boom, we didn't even move on from the stylist part to you.
Right, like we just
You
okay,
transitioned
so,
to,
Yeah, it's all the future.
I started teaching workshops. So I
Look at
have two different ones. One is for people that aspire to be fashion stylists. So I kind of teach them the business.
Right.
We go over, of course, fashion, like fashion history,
Right.
how to run a business, and then we actually do a real photo shoot at the end so they can start off their portfolio.
Nice.
And then my second
This is
one,
an online class?
it's in person,
Okay.
but we do have an online extension. The other one is called eBoutique 101, where I teach people basically how to be a beast at e-commerce.
Come on.
Beast.
Hey, we need to
we
take
don't
your
do
course.
nothing regular.
I was about to say.
I'll help.
Shit.
I
You
got
can't
y'all.
teach the beast, but she teaches it.
Hey,
You giving out your powers?
Nah, shit not free.
For a fee.
I'm not giving them a fee. Selling.
But the thing is, you make the money back and you bring me more students because I love a good testimonial. I live for results. I don't just put nothing out there.
And let me say, giving back in this fashion is so admirable because some people keep the sauce.
They do, but that's only because they don't really believe in themselves. Like, I like to
the secret moment, yeah.
I like to stay ahead of myself, and the only way I can do that is by bringing other people up behind me because it forces me to be better.
God damn, girl.
So
That's how I live my life.
Come on,
yeah.
man.
I'm only competing with me every day. I'm
talking
not
like the
scared about
coaches.
anybody else
Okay,
around me.
LeBron.
Pop your shit,
So-
queen.
Come on,
Be
now.
with me every day.
Period.
Period.
What? Yo, the liquor has made this a real feminine podcast.
Like,
not
did
gonna
you
lie.
hear the ounce?
Did you
I almost said one. Bro, I was like, nah, I'm not
They
doing
been
that.
snapping their necks to shit.
Hey, this is a net
Like,
roll.
period. Yo, what the
I
fuck?
howled in unison, the three of them.
Embarrassed.
That is too funny.
going on?
I got paused out of nowhere.
Yes.
This shit is crazy.
I got pause out. No, you earned that pause.
Look at his neck.
Whoa,
Look at his neck.
that
What the
neck was
fuck?
loose.
It's happening.
It's a lot of loose
What's in
naked,
that Jack Daniels?
a lot of loose nakedness in
I don't
here.
like it.
I don't
We're
like
about
it.
to end this.
With Tyler though, like
Nah, it's fine. This is a real good. Okay, so and also real estate.
what?
Leave that
Yeah, I think, real estate and passive income is important. But I think that right now we're in this phase where everybody is chasing passive income maybe before they should be. I think when it comes to you investing, the first thing you want to invest in is yourself.
Period.
So you want to become more knowledgeable about what it is that you're doing. Take classes, hire a coach, go to seminars, go to workshops. Just fill yourself with something that if you were to lose it all today, they can't take that from you. Like me, for example, I've learned so much and I've invested so much into myself that if I was to lose everything today, I'm just going to start over and get it all back tomorrow because I've spent time investing in that knowledge that they can't repossess.
Right.
So after you invest in yourself, then I say invest in your business. Then start, upgrading your equipment and doing this, that, and the third. I meet people all the time that think they can't do certain things because they don't have a specific camera and all this. That video that y'all saw that I posted today on Instagram, we shot that on an iPhone.
Come on.
Period.
Tell them.
So
It was iPhone
you
10s, but bitch.
I started my store taking pictures on my iPhone. I didn't have a model. I didn't have a photographer. I was laying them clothes on the floor and just taking some pictures. Like, who wants this? I'm gonna sell it however I gotta sell it. So I think you gotta start where you're at with what you have, and then after you invest in yourself, and then you invest in your business. Then start investing in passive income. Then start buying real estate.
I
Then
was just about
start
to ask you that
deciding you want to do Airbnb and Turo and all this other stuff that's getting popular.
So invest in your education before you invest in product.
Yes, in my opinion. Because there's nothing worse than having a whole bunch of product that you can't move.
That is so true.
Sit there.
That is so true. God dang, boy, these classes shit. Hey,
Regular Stylist. That's what I want.
boom.
Hey, I actually something just came to me, like my spirit. I don't know, God, whatever it is, but I feel like we need to do a scholarship for Faith to take her course.
How much is your course?
Faith, you want no. We gonna let Faith in for free.
Hey.
Here's the thing, though.
This is the thing.
Here's the thing,
This is the
Faith.
reason why I
Here's
wanted
the
to.
thing.
Can I say
Faith,
something real
Faith,
quick?
are you listening,
The
Faith?
reason why I said it.
Hold on now.
We're gonna invest in her. We're gonna invest in her.
Okay.
And then maybe she could give that away to a person or two people.
Yeah.
And then Faith,
Or you could have just took the free class.
or I could have took the free class.
Huh?
I got cheered, man. I don't know what.
Nigga, all nigga, the love is gonna be passed around. But you got to give.
But this,
Well,
this is
explain.
You pay it
explain.
forward, though,
this is
not
the reason why I said it.
For sure.
Go ahead.
Because
believe
Faith was kind of on a similar plane overview. She came from Ohio. I don't know how much she had, but I don't think it was that
$300.
much. You know what I'm saying? And she was zero. And she's been making her way, and I've just been really impressed with her. So I was like, that would probably be really helpful for her, and then in turn be helpful for us.
Facts.
As more
Facts.
close. So that's why I said it. Now, what were you gonna say?
Well, here's my thing. So, and this is why I'm always a little leery and nervous to give people free information. It's because I've realized that the people I give free information, they don't do the work. And it's
Right,
really
that's
sad
real. That's
because
so
they
real.
never invested nothing. They didn't put nothing in there. Like I could tell two people the same thing. If one person paid for it, that person is like, I got to make my money back.
Fuck you
Like they
talking
going to
about?
do the work. The person that I gave it to for free, they take the information and they're like, this is amazing. I'm going to start tomorrow. I'm going to start Monday.
All
Everybody's
that
always
cap.
starting on Monday. Don't never start on Monday. So I realized that I was wasting a lot of my time just basically giving out all of this free information. And the worst part about it was I'm not able to get those testimonials that makes me want to keep going. Like when I help somebody, nothing makes me feel better than them DMing me like, I just did 100,000 in sales this month.
Fuck you mean?
Like that's what my students are telling me. Like literally, I have one student who has been doing 80 grand selling her lip gloss consistently for the past 2 years that she's been working.
How much is your class?
He got daughters.
Yeah, for he got daughters.
Real talk.
I have a couple different ones. We could talk about them all, but I just.
See, I got a couple of
I
different
mean,
ones.
they are.
Nah,
They are.
I got one when you can meet me.
I have my
That's
oldest
you
daughter
call
just
it
graduated
being a
from
rat,
Georgia
at least.
State with a degree in economics, minor in marketing,
Nice.
and she is gung ho about being an entrepreneur, and not settling for working in corporate America.
You
which is
should
what
encourage
people
her
are-
to follow her
Oh, absolutely.
entrepreneur dreams.
I mean that she comes from that ilk.
Yeah.
But a little nudge in the right direction.
Period,
would be-
bro. This
I
my
mean, we
thing.
all have to reinvest in
Right,
ourselves.
absolutely.
Like, even I have a mentor and a coach, and I take workshops. Like, I be paying $20,000 to attend one seminar.
Period.
I'm not tripping off spending $20,000
Your
for
connection
one
gonna be
ticket because
retarded.
one, I'm gonna meet some insanely amazing
Insane.
people.
Right.
And two, I'm going to make that money back 10 times over by what I learned there. The problem is people are scared to invest in themselves. They want that immediate
They want it
return.
now.
And the worst part about it is they want a shortcut and they don't want to do the work.
Right.
See, I can sit in all these seminars all day, but that's like me watching a YouTube video on how to work out and expect to get abs. Like, if you don't do the work, you're not getting nothing out of it. And that's what I really, really want people
Nigga running close his eyes. Wake up.
No, I was like, you right?
Nah, like, but that
Nice,
essentially
okay.
is what it is. People think all they have to do is attend. It's like the real work starts after you leave, not while you're there.
Right.
So I just, yeah.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, we're gonna get Faith charged up.
Get
You know what I mean?
charged up,
Yes,
man.
Faith.
Yeah,
And then
Faith.
probably-
Who just got
Oh,
that
now
merch?
Faith's gonna do the work.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt it.
know
I
that.
have no doubt in my mind.
No
Faith
doubt.
gonna do
And it's Faith's birthday today, man.
Is it?
Faith, she is.
That's what was in my spirit. I didn't even know that. That's why my spirit was so heavy on Faith. You were born today.
Yes, happy
Working on her
birthday.
birthday.
Your placenta
Yeah.
glow is out.
Boy, you stupid as shit for saying what you said.
That's how I felt.
Your
your spirit.
placenta glow, boy.
Oh, amen.
Mess.
Well,
Came out of
that's it.
cocoon today.
Man.
I feel like it's about that time. Come on, what you think,
Is it?
man?
Is it?
Oh, I don't know.
Give is it? No, go ahead, bro.
Period.
It's definitely that time.
Right.
If I hear period one more time, I'm gonna fucking die.
Period.
Period. We hear
Yo, so
busy bottom episode for sure.
busy
as
bottoms. So yeah, we like to end every episode with a segment we call Secret Genius Life Coach, where I give the people some words of wisdom to get through the week, get them to the next episode. I am Kamal, the Secret Genius, and the words of the week are this. It's very simple. Compliment your friends, man. Period. We, especially black men as friends, we poke and prod at each other, pause.
Lord.
We make fun of each other, we tease each other, all in love and fun. But sometimes your friend, your brother, your comrade it would do him good just to hear you tell him like, yo, I fuck with that shirt you got on.
Nice jeans.
Yo, the shit you did the other day was dope as fuck. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But compliment your friends, man, because people need to hear positive reinforcement about themselves, whether you think they do or not. Everybody likes to hear nice things about them. You know what I'm saying? So, Ronnie, you're a fucking legend, bro. Comedy legend.
Great father.
Tyler, you are one of the hardest working people that I know. Period.
Period.
Remo, your creative vision and your devotion to it is inspiring to me. You guys are my friends. I wish you well. That's all I got.
Period. That was so dope.
But like, don't make a bitch tear up though.
Where's going on?
Jack Daniels, I'm sorry. It's usually not this feminine, yo. I promise you. I don't hang around niggas like this. Like, when you listen to another podcast, you'll see the difference.
Oh my God.
You niggas are, the Jack has done something.
Hilarious
Give me
as
out
hell.
Monster Pod. Makes me sassy.
This is too much.
Kamal, you're one of the most solid niggas I know,
For
and
real,
one of the
bro.
few people that I would seek advice from.
You're a great father example.
You're a great
my guy.
father, great husband,
Great husband
example.
because
Hey.
That's
my
real
wife did
big.
show me the bike trip you and Camilla to.
I told you that shit be happening, bro. They start looking at each other's grams and be like, yo, so I've seen a bike trip and I'm feeling left out. Anything we can do this weekend?
Hey,
Your
man.
husband is up.
Boy,
She requires more. What can I say?
She requires more. Them shirts is coming.
More Than Coaches, the Brain is the podcast. Kamal, the Secret Genius, Remo Ride, Tyler Chronicles, Ronnie Jordan, special guests,
yeah.
Olori Swank.
Boss.
We out. Period.
Period.